Alright, so before the video went on, and before I switched the video back on, he's been lying there having a rest. He had his toy back onto the tree, to the rope toy. Now, what he also does when he's having a rest, if he's got his Kong there, he will get up and circle and then settle down again. And it's as if he can't quite settle himself, okay? So these are all things that I'm wanting to work on, because that must not be a particularly good place for him to be. That he just can't just chill and settle. And I think, and again, it's based on just observing him, I think that's based on people trying to take that toy off him when he's been younger, okay, or I'm not having enough stuff, okay. All right, so he's let that go. All right, I'm going to see if he'll go onto the tree when I ask him to. Get it. Okay, now he's got the toy in his pocket, and you see the difference there, okay. So I'm not going to do that again. I'm going to ask for this toy back. And then I'm going to switch him from doing that to doing that, okay? Good boy, ready? Good lads, good boy. Get up. Okay, so a little bit high for him, okay, because I want his back feet on the ground. That's too much pressure in his mouth, so I'm going to ask him to come off. Out. Ready? Good boy. All right. Now, if he's getting this and he doesn't get it, he never gets to win it, but he's just won that toy, okay? So if he's on this, then I want to be able to call him off so that he can then grab a hold of something and relax. So imagine you're playing tug of war with something and you never get any relief from that. You're just constantly moving and moving and moving. And again, because of his genetics, okay, he is genetically built to keep doing this. And then when he gets pressured to fight against this harder, okay, and he just winds himself up and up and up and up and then can't come down again, all right? So I'm going to let him be for a minute until he cools off again. Okay, so he's got a number of options here. He's lying in the shade, okay, so he's chosen to lie in the shade of the tree. There's a bowl of water there, and I leave the bowl of water at him and I move back because I don't want to have any conflict in him that if he leaves that toy, I'm going to move in and take the bowl of, if he leaves a toy to take a drink, I don't want him having any thought or any feeling that I'm going to take that toy from him, okay? And he gets the toy going back into the car. We get into the house. Very, very quickly he'll settle down and drop that, and then he'll go and get a drink of water. And I want to transfer that scenario to out here, okay? So he's got 4 things basically there that he can have access to: the water, the shade, the Kong toy, and the rope toy, okay? And I've given him all that choice. So there we go, okay? So the worst thing that I could do here is move in and take this toy from him, okay? Because I've just blown all that trust that I've just built and given him access to those things. So he'll take a drink, and I think what he'll do here is he'll settle back down and pick the toy up. There we go, Johnny's crystal ball, okay. All right, now I think that there wasn't finished with the water, okay, but it's been, I just need to make sure that Kong's still there, okay. And again, that must not be a particularly pleasant state to be in your life, that you're worried that things are going to get taken from you. And then another one there. Just checked that the Kong was there. Back for another drink. And when he's finished that bowl, I'll walk in, take the bowl, fill it back up, and put it back down to him. Okay. The other thing here is looking after his welfare. He's just had a big, he's been running around, he's hot, he's starting to cool off and calm down, which is why he was able to take the water. But his belly's full of maybe 400, 500 mils of water. Okay, so I need to give him a few minutes to let him come down, to let that just settle in his stomach. Okay, because if I put him back onto the rope or then start chasing the toy again, he then could vomit. Okay, so just to show you this, all right, I've got the water here. I'm going to move in and just watch what he does. I'm hoping that he doesn't move away, all right. So that's the not being able to settle part that I was talking about, all right. He's just gone for a little bit of grass there, which he quite likes, that quite soothes him as well. okay, and I'm just going to walk in it and I'm hoping that he doesn't move away from me. Okay, so that's nice. Okay, I'm happy with that. Okay, so he's just gone back onto that on his own, which means that he's ready. Okay, he's ready for another round because he's chosen to do that. And I'm going to go on the other side of the grass and do a little bit of work with him on the stimulus control stuff. Okay, and the only reason I'm using the grass here is because I just don't want him jumping on the tarmac. Good boy. Good lad. Go and get it. Okay, so that's nice. Okay, that's what I want from him, is that lower end taking a hold of this, all right, and not the franticness that he was before, all right. Now he is definitely trying to remove that from the tree, okay, and the result is that you get this tugging behaviour. Ready? Good boy. Nice, good lad. Okay, so the reinforcer for coming off the tug toy, you can get it, is that he gets the Kong. Okay, and how this is transferred was I was out the other day and we were up at one of the kind of local lochs and I was splashing about, and if he didn't have something to do, he would go to find the nearest tree, and I was able to call him off. Now before that, it just did not happen. Okay, he just would not come off, and it was then a battle to get him off that tree, and then him winding himself up, and I hope just the two of us getting all wound up. Okay, so I've worked a lot on this. Logan, ready? Good boy. Okay, so that was really nice. Okay, and his movement was nice. When he missed it, he turned around and looked for it. Okay, and it wasn't particularly scrambled. Okay, and he's now off lying again underneath the shade. So I'm going to let him then recover, and he'll tell me when he's ready again. Okay, so just another thought there just before I switch the camera off, I just had another thought there about what this, if I was to bring out the toy, okay, and keep throwing it here and keep putting him back on this, he would do it, okay, and I know he would do it because I know my dog, okay, he will keep doing this, but it's not good for him because he's told me there that he needs a rest. But if I was to bring out one of these toys, which I'll do here, okay, and you see how that activates him again, but it wasn't his choice, it was mine. All right, so that was unfair on him, okay, and I'm not going to do it again. It was just to show you that he will now chase that toy, he will go back onto the tug toy, and I don't want to do this. He'll tell me when he's ready for this or not. So just because your dog keeps doing a behaviour, like keeps chasing a ball over and over and over again, it might be because they have to, not be because they want to, and it's really important for his health, your dog's health, and that's both physically, behaviourally, emotionally, psychologically, neurologically, okay, for your dog's holistic health, for you to listen to what they're saying. Okay, so last part of this, this is about 20 minutes since the last clip, and he has cycled between going back onto the tug toy on his own and then settling down in the shade and finding the Kongs. Alright, so what I did was I asked him to come off the tug toy. I tossed a couple of the Kongs out onto the grass across the road there that you see, and I took down the tug toy and put it away because I've now deemed that he's had enough of that, because he's getting tired, okay, and I just need to get him to settle down, and then once he's settled a little bit more, we'll put him back in the car and head home. So thanks for watching, guys. Oh, nice wee drink to finish. Nice, happy, relaxed, exercised, contented dog.